What is going on, YouTube? We're here this morning on a no cool call. I went inside with the customer and I heard the indoor running. I took a peek and the drain pan and all that is bone dry. So the indoor seems to be running just fine. And this thing is really on there. There we go. And we don't have a runner out here. So disconnect this on. Let's open this right here. Let's see if we have any power. Okay, contactors pulled in. So we have those universal motors. So you can see here's a small board. Contactors pulled in. So that kind of scares me a little bit. We may have a trip breaker. Hopefully it's just a bad capacitor. This gentleman is a pretty good client of ours. Yeah, he owns a lot of properties. Yep, we got a trip breaker. We got no power. No power. Nope. No power. So let me pull this capacitor out the way and check the capacitor real quick and see if that's good. And then I'll go and check the breaker. Fan seems to be spinning. So let me pull this guy out and double check it. Okay, so apparently, this is a turbo capacitor. So you can see it's jumped 50 and 20. So that's telling me we got a 70. And there's no capacitor for the fan because I believe this is a PSC fan. So you pretty much eliminate the capacitor for the fan. Let's see if we get any readings here. This is 66. So that's 66. That's not extremely low for it to trip the breaker. So that kind of worries me a little bit. So let's check the compressor here real quick. Alright, let's see if I can do this with one hand. Okay. We got nothing. Got something there. It might be adding a hard start kit to this thing. Yeah, let me check it with both hands because I can't do this one hand. I don't have my chest mount right now. Okay, so I'm not getting continuity in all of them. So decided to open here. The compressor's cold to the touch. So I'm guessing it tripped the breaker yesterday. So I'm gonna reset the breaker, install the capacitor back in, and I'll give it some power here and see if it trips the breaker again, or if the compressor will start and it overheated for some reason. Maybe the fan went out. There's no pressure switches in there to cut off the system if it's out of charge, or if it goes too high in pressure. That's the problem with some of these systems. They don't got that technology. And sometimes this is what they do. They'll trip the breaker because the fan went out and the compressor obviously is getting overheated. So let me go find the breaker and go from there. Okay, so I located the breaker. I resetted it. I'm gonna put everything back on and see what happens. See if the compressor will be a go or no go, or see if I can make it go with a hard start kit. And that way I can show you guys the new hard start kit I got from the same brand of turbo. They have internal relays, so less of a mess with wires and stuff that you gotta install. Well, exactly what I said. The fan, it looks like it's a no-go. And the compressor overheated and shut off. So let me make a quick phone call and see if they would like me to drop in the motor that I have in the van, that I may be able to match it up. It's not like this one, it's just a straight. So I would have to convert it back into a capacitor motor, pretty much. That's the motor that I have right now. Or yeah, I might have to do that because I'm pretty far. There's no stores close by at the moment. So this motor is a 1/3 horsepower, 825 to 1075. Let me see if I can see in the sticker, which is pretty faded. See, it's a 1/5 horsepower. So 1/5 horsepower. So let me check the motor I have in my van. Because like I said, there's no stores. I am currently about 45 minutes away from the office and about 40 minutes from the closest store. So yeah. Okay, so I've been calling the damn store. They're not answering the phone for some reason. What I'm going to do, I'm going to put the universal motor that I have right now here, so that I can get them some AC and make sure everything else is good, like the refrigerant charge and all that. And then I'll just have probably the other technician just pick up the original motor and just swing by and just pop it in real quick. He shouldn't even need to go inside or anything, because the gate is right there, unit's right here. It has no lock or anything. So I'm gonna remove this guy and I'm gonna put the one that I have for now, and like I said, so I can get him some AC and make sure everything else is good, and I don't need anything else, because I don't want to make the trip. It's gonna take me about an hour and 20 to go and come back, but they want me to order the motor, go pick it up, do a call on my way back, and then come back and install the motor. But like I said, they're not answering the phone. This is a pretty old system. I believe it's from 2007 or something like that. And yeah, it doesn't have the date on the sticker. And I'm not sure if they even carry this motor right now, or if they have to order it from some other store or the factory. So let me get to it. Let me put the motor that I have, get it running, and go from there. You can tell the motor's bad because it's not spinning freely. It's hard to spin. See, it won't spin freely like it's supposed to. And I noticed there was something tangled around here, but you can see some oil from the same motor. But it's definitely bad. Terminals are toasted. Okay, so brought the motor here. I needed 1/5. So you can see here on the table, it's the last one. and we're operating with 230 volts, so we're using a 10 microfarad, so we're using low speed. So it's 1/5, and then here are your wires. So your white is gonna be your neutral, and you're either gonna use black or red. Black is for high speed, red is for low speed. So I'm using red in this case. Right here I got them separated. This is my rotation of the fan, and these two brown ones go to the capacitor. And we don't need to plug in the black one, and there's the ground. So let me get to replacing this guy. Okay, so I got the motor in, I tested it, runs and everything, and then I noticed the condenser coil is extremely plugged up. So there's like barely any air coming through, and you can kind of see how it comes out all dirty. Look at that. I'm gonna get to washing this condenser now and go from there, because it was definitely struggling to pull some air. All right, so I got it back up and running. And iPhone doesn't catch the full speed of that fan, but it's running. I cleaned the entire condenser coil because it was extremely clogged with dirt, and I needed to adjust the fan blade, bring it up closer to the motor, because I had it too low and it wasn't blowing like the proper air. But for now, I got him some air conditioner. I'm gonna let it run for a little bit, check the refrigerant pressures, make sure everything's all good, and head on to the next one. So see you guys on the next one.